Now, whereas Carmen Sandiego was one of those shows that was like had many shows to it, even with the new Netflix version. But I'm going to be talking about the 1997 version of this TV show. I think this one is the 1997. I know it said something 19. But after I look up the date for this, I will put it in the title of which version it is. But other than that, this show was good, informational, but for it, but it did have its parts where it like got you with the show, because the show does go into Carmen's backstory and how she was orphaned as a young child because of a house fire, and she still like suffers from trauma from that, and then how she was like taught to be a secret agent, and she was a secret agent who turned evil, in a way, turned into a bad guy due to whatever reason. Not even her adopted father knew the reason why she became a villain, just like one day she did, become a villain. But other than that, the show was informational for what it was, and a good show to like go to or whatever, because it was not just like, oh, go here, go here, go here. And it also had it also like had questions in between breaks. Whatever. And it was just like saying questions about whatever the show was about. If the episode was about like something about Egypt or whatever, or world Egypt, they will ask a question, or they will ask a random question like when like the first movie theater was created, and some of the questions do relate to the episode, mostly related to the episode, like one was about what you call it, that one book character. No, Shadow Mirror. But other than that, it was just like whatever. It was just an educational show that was not, you wouldn't know it was an educational show. Really? You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it didn't make it out to be an educational show. But other than that, I really did get into like the show, especially the explaining the backstory of Carmen Sandiego in this TV show. Like, they just set up why she became a villain in the first place, and what led up to her, like, her being an orphan due to her family, due to the family house fire. Like, and it also shows in the show that she has a fear of fire, you know, being scared of fire and stuff due to what happened to her as a kid. And it shows the trauma she does face from that. And it's like, is she really the bad guy? Yes, she is trying to steal stuff. But basically, she's like someone who was taught, like, to be this, 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 and this, and, whatever. And it led up to her becoming a villain due to all this stuff that happened in the past. And her adopted father feels like he's the reason she became a villain in the first place, just because he feels like he pressed her too much than, like, the female. Because the other main characters, the detectives or whatever, the brother and sister, are like, no, it wasn't your fault, this was her own choice. And he's like, yeah, it might have been her choice, but I feel like I'm to blame, and it doesn't matter what you say, I still feel bad. I feel like I'm the one who partly to blame for pushing her, over whatever, keep pushing her and pushing her. It was just like, holy shit. Like, come on. And it gets to you like that, the show. And then, like, the brother's like, I don't get it. Then the sister's like, explains after they leave her adopted father's house, because they went to her adopted father to try and figure out where she might go next. Or why this one person's after Carmen or whatever. And she explains sometimes, whatever. I mean, it taught a lesson, like, to me, I learned from that whole, like, episode was, yeah, just because you wasn't the, like, main reason someone did this doesn't mean you're whatever, the real reason, but you still blame yourself for doing this. And it was just like, just hard to, like, go through some of those episodes because it will get you. And this TV show is, it's spot on for making it a teen show, because this ain't a kid's show, really. But it didn't really market itself as a kid's show, but it was still whatever. But it still gets you at parts, like, you don't expect it to go deep like it did. And it's just a great show to go back on. And I wish they would have brought this version of Where's Carmen Sandiego back instead of making a whole new version of it. And it's just like, it's just great TV show for what it was. But other than that, it was just It's a good. That will be this review of Where's Carmen Sandiego. But I will note here, this will be the last Cubo TV show episode I'll be doing, just for now. Don't mean I won't come back to Cubo shows. It's just there's too many to go over. Then there's TV shows I have not watched because of either they took it off air before I even got to watch it, or I haven't even watched it at all, so I could like comment on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like stuff I can't really, I love doing these Cubo show videos, but I want to do more. I want to get into game reviews, I want to get into movie reviews, and other stuff. So yeah, I'll leave this video, and yeah.